Hello and welcome, my name is Eric, and today I want to give you a very quick tutorial about my favorite method to sharpen images. Now, sharpening your image is very important when you want it. What I mean by that is that it's not always necessary. Sometimes you want a softer image. If you're ever going for something that's more of a dreamy look, then you want to make sure it's kind of soft and flowy and more fantasy-like. But in the times where you're going to print or you want something to be very sharp, maybe a little edgy, and even if you want to really over sharpen it, which they do for a lot of like sports photos and things like that, I'm going to show you my favorite method. Here I have an image that I took of my lovely girlfriend, and I want to show you, again, my favorite method for sharpening this. So first thing what we're going to do is we're going to hit Command, Option, Shift, E. That is going to merge all of our layers up one, so we get this new layer 6 here. If you are on a Windows computer, I believe it will be Control, Option, Shift, E, but I've not used it. That's just how the keyboard shortcuts tend to translate, so I'm totally guessing there. But once we have everything onto one new layer, I'm going to go to Filter, Other, and then High Pass. So I'm going to click on that, and here you see it turns our image gray. And so what we want to do, just to give you an idea about what it's going to look like, clicking on her eye here. Right now we have this little radius adjuster. So if we move that all the way up, it's just so you can see what it does. It kind of increases the threshold for our high pass filter. So what we want to do is we want to keep it low, and we want to just have the areas that we want to sharpen visible. So we're going to go ahead and bring that down a little bit because it's getting a little too much into the skin tones. And for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to exaggerate this just a little bit because with the compression on YouTube, I don't know exactly how this is going to look or how clear this is going to be, but I'm going to bring it up just a bit more than I think I would normally do it. So we're going to hit OK. And then what we want to do is change our blend mode to overlay. Now we do have three different options here. Overlay tends to be the strongest of the three. So if we zoom in here, bring that in there, we can see here her skin looks a little too sharp. Hair looks good, eyes look great, eyelashes look great, lips look great, but the skin a bit too much. So the other option we have is we can do soft light and kind of softens the effect just a little bit. And then you can also go down to hard light as well, which will give it a much more edgy look. So if we go to, I'm going to stick with soft light for right now. And then the other thing that we can do is we can mask this layer. So if I hit the option key here, I can use my brush. I can take black, kind of paint in at about 20% opacity. And then we can just kind of paint in on her skin. That way it looks as smooth as it normally does. And so you can paint this into the areas that you don't want, or if you want to kind of soften the eyebrows a little bit, you can do that. And if you want to completely remove it, you can put it in at 100% on the skin, which is usually what you're going to want to do. But you can leave the areas that you want to be sharpened intact, such as the lips, eyes, eyelashes, hair, things like that. There we go. And then you can even take it one step further with the adjustments and kind of change the opacity to really fine-tune the sharpening effect that you want. But that's really it for this tutorial as far as sharpening goes. If you do have any questions, leave it down below. Next video, what I'm planning to do is something kind of a duo video on keyboard and mice, and I'll explain why I'm doing that tomorrow, which is when the video should go live. If you do have any questions, again, leave them in the comments below. Always remember to love yourself, and I cannot wait to share the next video with you.